So weird. I run it before every time, and it runs fine. And then the time it's supposed to run, it messes up. I don't understand, man. Aces, figure it out. No eat, no pay. Let's get it going here. No eat, no pay. My favorite track every single morning. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. You're blessed. I am blessed. Together we make the greatest show on earth. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in to the live stream, baby, and kicking it with me every single day, baby. I don't know how you do it every day, but you do it. God bless each and every one of you for making me feel amazing, because when you show up, I show up, and together we bang, 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 bang every single day we hit them. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's break down what I see happening in the markets. GXX is into the giant inverted cup and handle. Head and shoulder with the cup and handle. Likely to pump up to the 200 SMA for 50% gains. These things happen fast and furiously. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened today or tomorrow. I'd be watching that closely. I don't own any of it, just so you know. I can't own every single coin that I talk about, but it looks pretty good to me. Alpine has support here. Came up, bounced off support, bit of a double bottom, a double bottom. You're also getting the 200 SMA. A nice bounce off that area would be beautiful. Just like if you flip the charts upside down, price likes to pump up to the 200 SMA. We just talked about that happening on the chart we just showed you for GSX. See how these look exactly the same? So just like you pump up to the 200 SMA, you like to bounce off it too. I am the king of flipping the charts upside down. Don't get it twisted. I flip my charts upside down more than any other YouTuber in the game. I don't want anyone flipping their charts upside down and trying to take my shine. Tom Crown. I see you, Tom Crown. Shout out to Tom Crown. Love Tom Crown. Appreciate you, baby. V-Chain, I was all over it. I gave it to you here, up 130%. V-Chain 3L, top gainer in the entire market is V-Chain 3L, and I was all over it. I talked about it. I went over it day in and day out. Bang, bang, bang. V-Chain 3L for the win, up 130%, banging on them to the upside. V-Chain 3L to the upside. Unbelievable. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have taken gains. That was our biggest gainer. V-Chain 3L. Even V-Chain itself, I also gave the play. Look at this. I talked about IO coins in my trading group. No, this is interesting. I swear we're prophetic over here, you know? And you'd be like, IO coin? What's an IO coin? Well, that's an interesting concept, is it not? Well, look at this. Look at this. This is what I wrote here. This is insane. I love this stuff. But look what I wrote down. I wrote right here. Wait, where did I? Right here. The IO coins may have a little party. IOST, IOTX, IOI, DOC.io. Probably a few more, right? I'm just saying. And there's IOST ready to rock to the upside. I loved IOST. Chart I used to play all the time. And then I showed it on the live stream recently. IOST would bang to the upside for massive gains. Look at that thing. Just skyrocketing. I just talked about them having a party, right? Just went over this on 2/17 at 10:30 p.m. 3 days ago. Talked about the IO about to bang. Why? Because I saw the narrative of DeFi pushing. I saw everything kind of getting that move. Look at 6100 getting the blast to the upside. 6100 on a wick. Unbelievable. That was, oh my gosh, 6100 getting a blast. I'm all over this coin. I loaded up on it. That's a beautiful move to the upside for 39%. Even a bigger gainer, 6100 to the upside on the 1 hour time frame. I believe this is a nice long-term hold in the AI industry. This thing could continue to boom. Ecosystems. 6100 is a low cap banger that could really change your life. I'm all about it. Once my team showed me what it did, I was about it when it was just an AI coin with good movement on KuCoin. But then my team showed me what it did and what it does, and then I fell in love. I was like, well, I think we have ourselves a winner here. So definitely something to think about. Definitely something on the radar here that I watch. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody here on the chat on this beautiful Monday. Nice Druid. Only profit, baby. Shout out to Lifer Friend. Press that like button, friends. We have ice packs and finger splints ready to spawn your location. You're so funny, man. I love you. Yeah, if you hit the like button and you hurt your finger on the way down, we got you, baby. Don't worry. Do you have balance? Do you have a little rock with the name balance on it? Keep it in your pocket. Stay balanced at all times. Stay balanced. You know, whenever you're about to be... Yeah, the last 2 days, you know, I was a little... My chi was just kind of... It was drifting. I can't fully explain it. Things were just a little off for me. And I'm just happy to be... And the trading group was great. My trading group life was great. My life sometimes is off, right? Jasmy is Sony, baby. Jasmy coin, baby. Sony, that's your way into Sony in the meta, into the new Web3. Jazz me, baby, jazz me. Play jazz for me. Get me pumped to the upside. So 6100, another big gainer. We gave it to you. We talked about it. It was one of my main coins to play in the AI industry. 6100, banging on up to the upside. We're having fun here in the trading group. For $3 a day, $270 if you pay the bear market special or you pay in cryptocurrency. Just come for 3 months, $270 for 3 months. What do you have to lose? I promise that after 3 months, you will be amazed. You may not be the greatest trader in the world. A lot of people sometimes end up becoming pretty good traders in 3 months. It took me about 2.5, 3 years to really, really start to get it. I'm still getting it to this day. There's always something to learn. There's always something to add on. That's what I love about trading. It's never over. It's never done. There's always something you can figure out. There's always something that you can do when it comes to trading. So I'm super excited that I'm always adding to the knowledge. And there's so many people around me that I'm learning and bringing into my life. And they're adding to my knowledge. I talked about CKB banging to the upside. I even drew the parabola for you in case you didn't know. Nervos bangs to the upside for 53% gains. In the gains, I mean, for a Monday morning with the volatility on the Sunday night, I kind of shrugged off the Sunday night, Monday morning volatility. Take a look at the update I gave last night for Bitcoin. So if you were watching my live stream last night, and follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that love. All right, but right here, here's my quick Bitcoin update. There's 7-minute bullish divergence. There kind of is. It's Class B. Is it going to play? I called out a 7-minute Class B bullish divergence. I said that this falling wedge was likely to break up to the top of the channel, and that's what we were going to see. That's what we went over. That's what we talked about, right? If you watch my live stream, you would have seen this, been privy to the information. Bang, bang, bang. Can't seem to play once I'm uploading. Just too many things going on, doing their thing. And look at that. Trending, baby. I love having it. You know what I mean? I'll take it every single day of the week. This right here, I'll take it every single day of the week. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So we went over what I thought happened with GSX. We talked about the big gains. Last night, if you were on my channel, I said this was likely going to break to the upside. I was long Bitcoin based on the 1 hour and the 4 hour oversold stochastics, the bullish divergence that I saw happening, and the fact that we would break back to the top of the wedge from this ascending triangle. That's exactly what we did. Let's see what's happening now. The 15-minute is oversold and wants to get a jump. Let's bring that music back on, Timmy. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you, brother. There's nobody here named Timmy. I'm alone. But I like acting like Timmy's here because it makes me feel comfortable, like there just might be a Timmy in the room. Thank you, Timmy. Shout out to 24,900. And we did spike again in the last 15 minutes to 25,111. We could not get above the zone. We couldn't. We couldn't get above the zone. What I see happening here is a bit of a diamond here too. Who here sees the diamond? Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Diamond reversal patterns. What do? They reverse the price action to the downside, right? If it comes in from the bottom, it usually drops out the bottom. To me, this is looking very diamond-esque, all right? Very diamond-esque. And diamonds usually happen at the top of price action, and they can reverse the price all the way back down. You know, they're kind of like elongated Bart Simpsons with a crazy split in the middle. But this is definitely a diamond pattern. I mean, this is the definition of a diamond. It looks pretty diamond to me. So, I didn't see it till right now. This is the first time I ever saw this. That's why I like doing my TA live with each and every one of you. We go over it together. We see it exactly for what it is. Bang, bang, bang. Thank you so much for dropping the money into the jar. Appreciate each and every one of you for throwing some change in the jar. I'm sitting on the corner, entertaining you like a guy in the street playing the saxophone in New York City. Throw a couple dollars in my guitar case. I'm here for you, baby, every single day. I consider this my art. I am an artist. This is my art. The way I draw it, the way I see it, the way I look through the earth, the way I see the vision of everything through my eyes, that's art, right? Art is really someone else's vision of something that you see in a different way, right? And it's like the perspective, wow, I never thought about it that way. So same thing with technical analysis to me. I mean, it's colors, it's shapes, it's movement. A lot of people consider this art. You know what I mean? And honestly, TA is an art. I believe it's an art. It's a skill, a craft, and an art. You know, there's a few things going on when you're doing technical analysis. So, I mean, at the end of the day, this is an ascending triangle. Clear as day. We hit the top 2 times, though, for resistance, and we just can't seem to break this area. However, we're oversold in the 15-minute, which tells me that eventually we may be coming We may be coming for the move. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP when we get a chance. And, you know, Monday, false move Monday. Expect a dump to the downside and a pump back up. Anything could happen. And look, this is a shoulder, head and a shoulder. It broke out. It hit the actual measured move of the inverted head and shoulder. So look, when I woke up this morning and I did our update, I said shoulder, head, and a shoulder. It broke out. The measured move of the head and shoulder came right back down, but now it's still holding this trend line pretty nicely. Still holding the trend line pretty nicely. So we'll go from there. Right now, we have an oversold 15, an oversold 7. It tells me that we're going to pump to the upside. And you're holding this high volume node, which you broke through, this low volume area here, this one, and you know, kind of, you had two high volume nodes that punched out, but for the most part, that was going to be the move, right? From this point of control here at 24,005 all the way back up to about 24,825K, right? So Bitcoin, making bacon on the beach, doing damage, doing its thing, back to 24,009 on a Monday after the volatility of Sunday night. Doing pretty good if you ask me. Doing real good, actually. We could have dropped down to 21,008. We could have dropped to 20,800. We'd still be doing real good. You know what I mean? We just came from 16K. Like, any of those levels that we held would have been nice, but we held them even higher. People were just like, you know, no. ROSN Finance, I talked about it last night too as well. Bang, bang, bang. Look, on the 15-minute chart, up 41%. I talked about this retesting the top of this trend line to the upside. ROSN Finance for gains. Stamp it. Add it to the beat, and let me send that to the Gain Factory. Shout out to Sean running the Gain Factory. Sean, how many hours do you have working in the Gain Factory, man? Jeez. Whipping up those gains. You know what I mean? Like if we were a bakery, we'd be the Gain Bakery. Pancake swap of gains. How many pancakes you want? You want them triple stack, double stack? We got you, baby. We got you. I got to look left here. I got 3 monitors. Even though when I travel, I'm still able to grab 3 monitors. I don't even want to reveal my travel setup because people will probably grab it. It's so creative and awesome, and it works great. And it allows me to be the 24/7, the 365-day-a-year YouTube streamer that never takes a day off. I'm known as the YouTube streamer that hasn't taken a day off since March of 2021, and that's on around all of YouTube. You know what I mean? There's probably another streamer out there that's battling with me with consistency, but I have not taken a day off. We stream every single day of the year here on this channel, and it keeps pushing. The base on that one is booming. So let's take a look here. Bitcoin, 25,200. We still have a bunch of orders further up than down. This says we're going up. BOOKMAP says we're going to 25,600. There's no orders down here. All the orders are to the upside. I would be looking for a short to get squeezed. So right now, the 7-minute is oversold. The 15-minute's oversold. They just did a fake out breakout. I'm telling you right now, we've been here many times. We can see the liquidity above us. We see that they're oversold in the stochastics on the 15 and the 7. This, to me, looks like a move to the upside. Again, this diamond does not have to be guaranteed. We could easily just pump out of this diamond to the upside. And, you know, there's a 32% chance we break out. There's just a 68% chance we break to the downside. But let's just see what happens here. We got to close a candle above 25,217 in my humble opinion. Remember, that daily already broke, so we're in pretty good shape. I like what we're seeing for the daily. So, again, only time will tell. But right now, we're looking at the 15-minute time frame inside this ascending triangle. We didn't lose the zone. We've already zoomed in for you and showed you this. If you want to go back in time, you can check it out. But that's my Bitcoin analysis for now. That's going to take about, I don't know, 1 to 2 hours to play out to the end of the stream. So we're likely to going to go sideways. Now there's a chance what's our bearish scenario? Here's our bearish scenario. I mean, technically, we have a little bit of bearish divvy here because even if I get chintzy with it, that's a swing up to swing up on the bars. You know, I only use the candle bars. I don't use the wicks. This is a swing down. You have bearish divergence right now, and you repetitively hit a resistance that you can't get above. That's pretty bearish, okay? And you have 2 wicks to the downside showing sell pressure. That's also bearish, okay? So, but, you know, so that's the bearish scenario. And another bearish scenario is that you're going to make some type of M pattern here. You're going to be making some type of M like this. And this M could break it down at least to this point of control at 24,688. You lose that, you're coming back down to 24,400. You lose that, right? You're breaking out of the diamond and more is happening. Then you're getting to the bottom of the channel, and then you're starting to fall down to 23,588. So these are the three areas you're likely to hit. First, you're going to hit the point of control at 24,691,700. Then you're going to come down to 24,429. You want to write that down. And if you lose this trend line and the diamond, then you're going to go even lower down to about 23,500. That's your move to the downside if we get it. However, right now, we have oversold 7-minute, oversold 15, even though it's curving a little bit right now, showing a little bit signs of bearishness, but it could flip back up. It's a temperamental time frame. Don't put too much weight on the 7 and the 15, right? But our 1 hour is oversold. We got the pump, overbought, right? We got the pump. So we know that, but it could get pinned. I've seen the 1 hour stay up here for days, you know? Look, we were here, we were this high here, and look what happened. We ended up going a little lower and got a huge pump here. Look, come back in time. Always go back in time. The answers are in the past, my friends. The answers are in the past. So look, the 1 hour, look at the stochastics RSI. Let me just make sure you can see everything right because I'm on a travel screen. I want to make sure I got everything right for you. So yeah, we're looking at the stochastics RSI here. Look, it went from the dotted line to the dotted line, and that was this first initial pump. Then the 1 hour was overbought. Kind of like, you could kind of see where we're out here, coming up for its another little leg. And it came up, and it made a little triangle, kind of like we're in, and then it blasted. Look at that. We could definitely see one of these blasts to the upside. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin did something like this. And it's kind of a little fractal action too. Not perfect, but, you know, just an idea so you can see what I'm seeing. It's just this little flag. I mean, and what's cool about it is, look at it, it's a matching flag. They match exactly. Look at that, it's nuts. And the cool thing about it is the 1 hour stochastics are in the exact same place they were when we got that massive pump to the upside. And the 15-minute, you know, and look, there's 25,000. So I'm calling along to the upside here based off the stochastics. I am calling along. That's the difference. I am open-minded. Anything is possible. This could dump at any second. So I'm open-minded. Anything is possible. All right, I want to make that clear. Wonder what? Check. This pod mic is interesting. Like where you come at it, you got to be careful of how you come at this pod mic. Maybe you want to come at from the side. I might have it pointed a different way. I'm trying to figure this thing out perfectly. Anyway, I'm using a Rode pod mic today. I usually have the SMB7, the Shure SMB7, but I travel with a Rode pod mic, and I use the Cloud Lifter. Cloud Lifter is amazing. Get a Cloud Lifter today. I should put a link to Amazon because they are expensive, and the commissions would be pretty nice. Cloud Lifter really is amazing. What it does is it just amplifies your ability to amplify your sound. It gives you just so much gain on the back end, and it's physical gain. So it's not virtual gain. It's that real deal acoustic gain, and it's what you need, and it's what you want. And so what you do is you plug in your mixer or whatever you have. Now, you don't need this if you have a Rodecaster Pro or some big, a bigger apparatus with a better, audio interface. But if you have like what I have right here, I have a Scarlett. I'm running a Scarlett right now. Just a tiny little Scarlett interface. You got to have an interface, though. USB mics don't do it for me. I got to have XLR. To me, I just, I've been in studios my whole life. I've been a cameraman on set. You got to have XLR. XLR is the way to be. It's the way to go. It's what you need. So, look, this is our measured move. It could take us all the way to 26,000. I'm calling for a move to 26K based on the 15 and the 7-minute. However, it doesn't have to happen. We could roll over. We are at a resistance. But so far, so good. And based off the liquidity of BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP also showing me signs that we're likely to feed all the way up to 25,006. And lately, when we've gotten there, we've shredded up. And then the shorts start to get squeezed. So I'm predicting a bit of a short squeeze. And again, it's False Move Monday. Anything could happen. But maybe on the stream today, I'm predicting a huge short squeeze. And it's funny, they usually start the squeeze about 10:30, 10:45, around 11, right when I'm on the live stream, right? So this is when we usually get a short squeeze. This is what happens. This is kind of on the radar, right? So that's what's going on. 25,002, 25,004, and 25,600. Looks like the orders do want to get filled here for BOOKMAP. There's just no volume down here. That doesn't mean we can't dump to the downside in 2 seconds. Never get comfortable with your data. All your data is doing is giving you an edge that is a possible probability. That's it. Never think that your probability is a biased idea to be completely one way. Like, oh, we're definitely going to do this. No. You always have to be open-minded that anything could happen at any given moment in time to be a profitable trader. The most profitable traders are completely open-minded at any given moment in time. All the time. And that's what you have to be. You have to be open-minded. This could easily dump back down. And another thing, we're in a pattern, right? Let me take away the diamond for now. I just want you to know that the diamond does exist. I'll be drawing it on and off for the next few days. Actually, you know what? I'll just snatch it away. I'll use the group tool, and I'll find the diamond, which was probably the path, and I'll just snatch it off right there. And then I'll delete that little brush line. Probably was that right there, yeah. So here's the deal. I see a double top for sure. Top. That's bearish. I saw bearish divvy too. Hands down. It is what it is. Unless this RSI can go up higher than there or even come complete. But I also see lack of bearish momentum. I see a big order here on the order book. And so I'm making a call. Other days I'm open-minded. I'm like, yeah, I'm making a call. Like last night I made a call. I said, this is going to pump to the upside. Did I not? This channel makes the calls. Like, I don't just, sometimes I'll say, I don't know. Right now, my probability is telling me, based on the 4 hour wanting to push up, based on the fact that the 1 hour could stay pinned in momentum, and based on the 15 and the 7, it's telling me that there's a likelihood that we do break up to $26,000 for Bitcoin. Again, I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor, or do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right? And make that really clear. But I do see this making a move to the upside. It's an ascending triangle, 50-50 shot, bilateral pattern. So we don't have the edge of like a bull pennant, but it does suggest that we get a move to the upside. So only time will tell. We have a couple hours for this to move. Here's our first measured move here to about 25,627. It's got too many white lines. I want to get rid of them. Here's our local measured move. We just take the length of this pole. It's going to take us right there to about 25,005, we'll say, 25,450. And then the bigger move takes us to 26K. And so there we have it. That's my analysis for Bitcoin on the day. Tight moving averages. You just got a golden cross on the 15-minute. That's a nice move. Let's look at the last golden cross here while we were independent. We eventually did ride up to the upside. Beautiful move. And look at this last golden cross way down here. Both of them, the last two in a row, were beautiful moves. Doesn't mean it has to be just because something happened in the past. But I am showing you the probability of the likelihood. Right there, another beautiful move to the upside. So every time we get a golden cross right there, we had it, and then we dip down. But see, golden crosses don't tell you what's going to happen immediately. They tell you what should be happening into the later future. Like in the next 5 to 6 days, you should be, on the 15-minute, it's smaller, but So this is very interesting to me, this price action. And I found this ascending triangle. I don't watch other YouTubers or other people's technical analysis. I find it gets in the way of my own. So I just do my own thing. And I appreciate you for jumping on in with me every single day here and being a part of the party. But remember, don't get it twisted. I am the king of the upside down chart. All right? I am the king of the upside down chart. I own that. I teach it on every single beginner's course every single week. I flip the charts upside down. I do it all the time. It's the best way to kind of find your bias. Because look, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So last night, a lot of people will get bearish and they don't want to long Bitcoin. So swing it upside down. I'm like, but that's a bearish move to the downside. And you'd be like, yeah. Look, this is a descending triangle. Descending triangles most likely break down. Right? And the measured move would take you at least the length of the pole, the base of the triangle here, to the downside. To at least, So to me, it verifies my $26,000 idea, the upside down. Shout out to Tom Crown. He flipped this chart upside down. I think he got it from me, but you never know. I can't be the only guy to do it, but I do it every single day, all the time. ROSN Finance banging on him to the upside. Another gainer for 41%. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here on my trading group. My name is Sam James Price. Samuel James Price. I've been trading for over 15 years. I'm going to be 40 years old this year. I started trading 22 years old. I got into markets and looking at markets, And I started getting into, trading gold and silver on the Toronto Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange. I started looking at gold every single day. Then I found Bitcoin and it looked like gold. Things made sense to me. I watched Peter Schiff tell me the housing crisis was coming. It came. I listened to him. After he told me it was coming, I began to buy gold bars and silver bullion. Then I even asked 40 grand of it, and I didn't know what to do with it. I was in an apartment in Queens, and I said, what do you do with all this gold and silver? Doesn't make sense, right? I found Bitcoin and realized you could keep your seed phrase in your head, and no one could steal anything because they didn't even know you had it. And I said, oh my gosh, this is wealth. This is beautiful. I could go anywhere in the world with it. You can't even take your gold in an airplane anymore. You can barely travel city to city. Not city to city, but country to country with it. So I started realizing that Bitcoin was the answer. It made sense to me. Then I found out about the halving, the hash rate, and I got deep into the science of Bitcoin, and I learned that I had put myself onto a trajectory of massive wealth, and I began buying it as much as humanly possible, right? Then I saw that they were printing money. I learned about finance. I studied the history of finance. I studied the florin coin. I studied the continental dollar in the United States in the 1800s, in the 1700s. I studied that we had our own form of currency called continental script, which worked really good. I studied central bankers, how they sent Alexander Hamilton here to circumvent our government. I saw how they sent the first bank of the United States from England to try to get us back on to the connections of the central banks. I learned how Abraham Lincoln created his own greenback and pushed us off the central banks. Why do you think he was taken out? Central bankers were the reason he was, in my humble opinion, it had nothing to do with the other, he did a lot of other amazing things, so I don't want to take away, but I truly believe the main reason he was taken out was due to central bankers not liking the fact that he had created his own greenback. His greenback lasted until 1971. A lot of people do not know that. The greenback dollar created by Abraham Lincoln lasted till 1971. Look at this. I know so much about currency, the history of currency, the history of economies, world economies. Fiat graveyard, type that in. You know how many different fiat currencies went down the tubes in the last 100 years? They're not meant to last. They're actually central bank tools to take your wealth from you. They're made to steal from you. That's exactly what it is. Understand these concepts and you will realize why Bitcoin is the answer. The only thing that doesn't have a CEO. You can't pick it outside the office. No government can take it down because it's not a government. You can't go to war with something that doesn't exist. Bitcoin is the answer. It has the connections. It has the speed. It has the proof of work. It has the security. Most secure network in the entire world. Any bank would have to go build a $500 billion to $1 trillion network right now, which everyone can deposit money into, take money out of, and send money across. No bank's been able to do it. If any bank did it, it would take way more time and money. Bitcoin did what no other financial institution could figure out. It still does it every day. It works beautifully. You have to understand why Bitcoin is absolutely amazing. You have to figure it out. You have to get with us. So I study the history of finance to bring people in to Bitcoin. I study the history of currency to bring people into Bitcoin. All right. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taken as financial advice. I am a financial historian, though, and I have studied the books and I've studied history. History led me to make all the decisions that I made throughout my 20s and 30s. I started figuring out, wow, they keep doing this, So I just, I know I'm on a little bit of a tangent. All you want to see is the charts, but you got to get your mind in another place. The greenback, 1860s money, all right? The history of money, Abraham's greenback dollar. A lot of people did not know that Abraham Lincoln made this dollar, okay? Unbelievable. Oh, and he made a bunch of them. You see that? It was a whole system. Damn, they still had Hamilton on it, though. It's so shady. Wonder why he got in there like that. But understanding these concepts, understanding the history of money will lead you to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the future of money. And the future, past, present, and future. What a beautiful move to the upside there for ROSN. And CELT's another one that likes to bang on them. I wouldn't be surprised if did it do the daily SMA? It did. It was already kind of there, but looks like it began the catalyst. So we took NEAL, the biggest gainer of the day, NEAL 3L, the 3L token. What is a 3L token? A lot of people don't even know that, and they don't trade them. They're at 3x leverage on a coin. They're an ETF based on VeChain. So basically if VeChain goes up, this goes up 3 times of VeChain. It's a really easy move. It's beautiful. It's nice. 3% gains on that. So if VeChain went up 40%, this goes up 130%. You see what I'm saying? You triple the gains, and you can't get liquidated, and you're not borrowing any money. So that's why I really, really, really like using these things, and that's what brings me to talking about MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. I'm going to talk about 3 things right now. MEXC. Why do I like MEXC? Number 1, they treat their customers like gold. They understand what it means to treat their customers like gold. All right, number 1. So I love MEXC for that reason. Number 2, they have the lowest fees. Look, they have a futures trading championship. Tesla, BMW, and 100 Bitcoin. Total prize, 100 BTC. I mean, imagine winning 100 BTC in a trading competition. But look, they got markets. They got ETFs. The thing, what I love about is their leverage ETFs, right? Also, if you went back to their homepage, Lowest fees in the entire market. Look at this. Lowest fees in the entire market, MEXC Global. No maker fee. So if you use a limit order, you don't pay a fee. 0.1% taker, 0.3. Lowest fees in the entire market. All right. They got assessment zones. They add so many coins into the assessment zone, and then you'll know whether it's coming. They add coins all the time. All the time. STX will be launching STX. STX has been hot. They'll support Elongate token swap, renomination and rebranding to the EG token. They're changing Elongate to EG. All right. So just get with it. The cheapest place to trade in the market. They have every single coin and more, and so many of the little coins as well as these ETFs. If you hit an ETF, look, they got leverage ETFs. It's awesome. All right. Just wanted to show you the page here. They got 5L, they got 5X, 4X, 3X, 2, 3, 4, 5X, all the way up. So you don't have to go into leverage trading, and you can trade the shorts long. You can put a long on this. So if you only know how to trade long, oh my God. My mother just scared me half to death. I know, she was I have these headphones on and she was in the closet. I think you're on. I love you, Ma. So this is MEXC Global. This is the greatest place to trade, in my humble opinion. Really good percentage points on the trade, taking fees. You can't beat it. I have a link to MEXC Global in the description below. Sign up today. It does help my life. I get commissions on MEXC Global, so jump on it. Do something good for me. Do something good for yourself. Jump on into MEXC Global today, all right? Another cool thing I want to bring up. Another cool thing I got to bring up is, how do I access MEXC Global? Well, right now we don't have a connection, but I access all my other exchanges through what's called ALTRADY. Do less, trade more with ALTRADY, all right? ALTRADY is the place to be. I have a whole instructional video on ALTRADY in my trading group. Do less, trade more, analyze the markets, test your strategies, manage your risk, close profitable trades, manage your portfolio, trade on multiple exchanges using one software securely. And I know the owner of this thing, the guy who created it, the guy who holds the keys and everything. I'm one person away, so if you have any issues, I can reach out. I've already had numerous meetings. They Zoom with me. I'm basically part of the team. I absolutely love ALTRADY. I have, and so I only affiliate myself with BOOKMAP. ALTRADY, if you want BOOKMAP, I have links in the description below too as well. ALTRADY is the place to be. I'm telling you right now, I love ALTRADY. And I am pushing my links because they help my channel, they help my life, but they also help you. And I only like to talk about things that I actually use. They didn't come to me. I found them, felt like they worked. We reached out to them. We sat down. We had a meeting. The meeting went well. And I decided to bring them into my life. So shout out to ALTRADY. May God bless you and everything you do. And may God bless everything that's happening in your life too as well. Wink, wink. So shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here. Let's jump on into the chat. We're going to take a look at the total market cap. We're going to look at the dollar index, but we got a pretty good handle over the morning. Just kind of watching it. And it is a false move Monday. If we get a nasty dump to the downside, anything could happen. So just remember that it's Monday. In 2 seconds, watch us just red candles, and we tank all the way to 27,000. You know what I mean? And then we do it in app. So look, we talked about this idea here. And I don't know if you remember me, but if you remember me, I know you remember me. But if you remember me drawing something, this is really nice. I see Bitcoin pumping today, and I'll tell you why. I mean, they've been somewhat inversely correlated. They've been inversely correlated. For like a few days last week, they seemed to pump together. But remember I said, can we make the right shoulder here and dump to the downside? We are about to dump. That's a headed shoulder. That's a 1 hour stochastics about to bring you down. I trade that bearishly. This is really nice. Resistance at 104.50, resistance at 104.177, and now we're falling back to 103.86. I see the dollar. What I want to see is this to be a fake out. I'd like the dollar to break back inside the zone. Also, I'm going to show you something else that's going to blow your mind. Look at this. Bear with me here. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. I got you. What are you doing? You're going to go to what? Why would you go to another channel right now? How dare you? You really think you're going to get a better education somewhere else? You really think you're going to learn more somewhere else? You really think you're going to get everything you need to survive and quit your job and, fire your boss? I clearly don't have a boss. You see me travel the world. You see me in Miami, Las Vegas, Florida. I'm at my mom's house right now on a Monday morning. I don't have to be at work on a Monday morning. I do exactly what I want to do every single day. And what I want to do is be here for you beautiful people, run my business jump into the charts, analyze Bitcoin, and just do the passion of technical analysis every single day. So God bless you all. This is kind of a Adam and Eve double top with a head and shoulder here too as well. So this is bearish. The dollar looks like we could get a drop. This is really good for Bitcoin. So we can move on from there. When that comes back down, we can reanalyze. Let's take a look at the 4-hour just for giggles. 4-hour wants to pump. That's not a good sign. It's oversold, but it is down there. Let's see how bad this 1 hour can lose. Let's see if we can lose. If we can break into this white line, it would be a really good sign, because then we could possibly bearishly retest it and continue to drop to the downside. So dollar index on our radar, not too bad. Let's take a look at ES1, which I'm getting less and less interested in lately as Bitcoin kind of does its thing. But so, it is what it is. We would love a 1 hour to pump on ES1. And actually, it's an indecision with a flip up. And we bounced off the bottom of the channel. Came up. Now we're in a bit of a flag here. Let's zoom into that flag and see what's going on. But look at the bigger picture. We want to bounce back here to this point of control and to this white line, right? So we know that now. Once I zoom in, we're not going to look at this again. Just understand that this line right now is being respected, this bottom trend line. ES1 looks like it has legs here on the 1 hour time frame. I don't like what I'm seeing here, though. Look at that. A shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. So it kind of has a head and shoulders similar to the dollar, which is weird. I don't know. I feel like it's losing its... and we could try to put it in the channel, but when I make it nice and tight, it lost the channel. All right? Makes me think Bitcoin must be dropping. It is 24,920 for Bitcoin. Another thing I am going to show you, though, we're getting some opposite vibes here. This has some diamond feels. Not perfect, but if it had a wick, It's usually got to go higher than that. Or I messed that one up too. Shout out to everybody here. Are you living this? This song always makes me think of, like, how is my life going? Are you taking care of your life? Are you working out every day? Are you eating healthy? Do you call your mom? I got to call my mom more often. I'm going to call my mom every morning from now on. Every morning I'm calling my mom. I used to call my mom, call my dad a lot. My dad is like, he loves the phone more. Getting my mom on the phone is not as easy, Look at this, but do you wash your belly button every morning? Just things to think about. You know what I mean? So look, the 15-minute wants to pump just like Bitcoin. I'm expecting a move from the bottom of the channel to the top. And I'm expecting Bitcoin's move too. But both may not happen, but the probability is that we are going to get a move. So the S&P looks pretty good too. Sideways for Monday, but can we get the move? And look at this. Look at how many gainers we have on KuCoin. It's pretty awesome if you think about it. Let's take a look at Blur. Blur's on my radar. Blur is a new coin you probably want to pay attention to. If you come to this stream, you're going to just learn about new coins, new projects, new ideas, anything that will change your life, all sorts of new information to blow your mind. Why don't you research Ed Lead Scalene? All right? Why don't you research Ed Lead Scalene and see where that takes you? I'll open your mind up to a whole new world. You'll never be the same if you spend a month with me. I would like to pump you guys with all this metadata, meta information, but I want you focused on the charts, Once I know you know how to do the charts, there's a day we might have a live stream where I can kick it and just teach you about all the other stuff that I know. Because there's so much more to teach you than just the charts, all right? But look at this. Blur in a bull pennant, likely to make a move. It's brand new. We've been watching it since here. It's about to double up. We got in down here at 95 cents, so we're still holding a nice move. You got MIT involved here, a guy in MIT involved. You got marketing. Go look up Blur and just read about it on Coinbase. The thing is hot. I wouldn't be surprised if it made a hot move. Let me double click our way out of here. Stochastics look good. If Bitcoin gets the pump, it's going to pump off the bottom of the channel too. And that could end up being an aggressive bottom buy for Blur. So I keep Blur on the radar. I like what I'm seeing for Blur. Shout out to anyone that knows about Blur. You're on to one of the new news. Blur could be a $20 coin soon. Not soon, but you never know. I think I don't own any yet. All right, I've been swing trading it. Takes me a while to really want to bring a coin into the fold, right? And really, my channel, I'm not a signals group in my trading group. I don't say buy here, sell there. I would never do that. I don't want to tell people what to buy and sell, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to ever tell you what to do. What I am going to do is just scan the market with my eyes. And I've been doing this for 15 years. You think when I see something, it might be worth looking at? So I just show you what I'm looking at all the time. And I scan the market. I give you ideas, tips, tricks. I have an entire learning library that's organized and amazing. My team just organized the learning library like you wouldn't believe. Shout out to my team. You guys work effortlessly. You guys just unbelievable. But here, we got so much for you here. If you join my Discord server, we got free guides for you right off the bat. We have a video we want you to watch first. We have lifer links. We have gains on gains. You can see the gains that we're making, right? Like ROSN Finance I put out last night. It would definitely bounce up, stay out here, and then continue to bounce out to the, or I put out 2 nights ago. But bang, I mean, in 2 days, it's up 55%, right? High MAYC in the tight channel. I don't know if that one goes, man. Sean, I mean, we should take that one down. I'll take this one down. It doesn't match. They got to match. If you're ever not sure, just don't put it up. Because I have to have these perfect. You know what I mean? And then maybe you're right. You could be possibly right. I think you're actually right, too. You're actually good at this, so you're probably right. This little dip here might be that dip right there. Let's just take it down and reassess together. But you're probably 100% correct. I'm usually the wrong one here when it comes to it. But I just want to be verified for sure. IOST, banging out of that channel to the upside, booming to the upside since the 17. V-Chain was our big gainer. That was I was looking at. Alpha came up 15%. 42% for Flame. I had it in this. It came down to like a 786 Fibonacci. That's a Fibonacci retracement, right? Vision was in a tight channel. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. 38%, 5 days. CKB was in a tight channel. That took 15 days. It moves a lot slower. Bigger cap gem. February 8th, this boomed to the upside. We talked about V-Chain. And I have the chart for this on the live and all sorts of other places. We got to redo this chart too. I have the chart for this. That's not the chart. So let's yeah. I got the chart for that. Let's do that one over again too, if we can. All right. Remember, if you're looking for a V-Chain 3L, they changed the name of it, Sean. So you have to go VET USDT.3L, or you're not going to find it. All right? Because they changed the name of these coins. And this, I guess that was just, you were 100% right, so you hit it. So I put it out here like it would pump up to the 200 SMA. I get it. So you know what? Yeah, so you were right. You were right. You usually are right. See, pumped up to the 200 SMA. So the area to buy in was here and wait for it to pump up to the 200 SMA. And honestly, I'd never back-tested it on a 3L token. So then we go back in time and we back-test this theory. So look, we go to V-Chain 3L, top gainer in the whole market today, I believe. If we search by gainers, second now after CFX took the lead. But still, we had the top gainer in all of KuCoin today. I mean, it's pretty impressive. So the idea was if you look at the daily time frame, and we were buying in around 6 and 7, this thing did 100, So I had it somewhere around here, like it would pump up to the 200 SMA. Probably dip to the point of control, but the idea is when these get tight, this is going to pump up to the 200 SMA. It's more of like, and so what I do is I don't put stop losses on these. These are trades where I just put what I'm willing to lose. That is the stop loss. So say my regular, I always risk 1% of my portfolio or less. So say I had a $500,000 portfolio. 1% is $5,000, right? Right? I could lose 1% 100 times. I could lose $5,000 100 times before I lose the whole portfolio. So that means I could risk $5,000 a trade. So that means I'll either put like a $20,000 trade with a 25,000% stop loss, and if I get hit, I lose $5,000. But I could also just put $5,000 in V-Chain and hold it and make $5,000, or maybe it kind of goes sideways, or maybe at one point it goes a little lower. Now you could put a stop loss here if you want to, but to me it's like, like it depends on the risk. So I'm always risking 1% of my portfolio. You see what I mean? Sometimes the entire trade is the stop loss. So you got, so like let's go backwards to someone with $1,000 portfolio. And they get into trades for $100 and they risk like $12 to $10. Well, that means you could put $20 in this trade and let it ride, and then you would have doubled up 20. You know what I mean? I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say to you if you take it as that. I'm just going over the different ways I think about trading, the different ideas that I use. And also, this is a cup and handle. Look, there's your cup, there's your handle. It also had the shoulder, head, and shoulder. Look at this. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. We're going to fractal this out right now, right? That's what I love the show. I never know what I'm going to do. I don't plan out this fractal action. Because you know what? It comes as I move. But see that? And forget that bump on the side, but see this? Let's copy this. But I got GSX up here, and I mean, it creepily looks so much similar to VeChain. Right? Look at that. Let me open it up. And so you see that they don't have that many moves, these market makers. They do the same thing over and over again. Look at this thing. I mean, come on. GSX is about to follow VeChain to the upside. I'm telling you right now, gamer coin. So I mean, maybe it won't. You know, there's no guarantees. But it's very, very likely that you're going to see this move, you know. I did not prepare this for the live. This just came out randomly. That's why I love the show. Show was amazing. You're going to see so many awesome things on this show that you never thought possible. The show blows my mind, and I make the show, and I'm on the show. So, I mean, it has to blow your mind. You have to see so many cool things on this show that you never thought possible. Shout out to the 875 viewers on the live, 392 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 895 beautiful souls. We're almost at 1,000 people. This is insane. You people are amazing. Thank you so much for the love. And I've been in the zone right now. You caught me in the zone. Today I am in the zone. Just strictly in the zone, doing them. Terra's on my radar. I like Terra. Did Dust continue out of the move? Let's take a look at that. But look at this. I mean, and Price likes to pump up to the 200 SMA. I teach this. I talk about it. I show it. I give you the special sauce. Not being in this trading group, I believe, is detrimental to your financial health. You know what I mean? I really believe that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for being here. And shout out to anyone following me. And we nailed Bitcoin. Last night we gave you the call. We're showing you all the different things happening. We're banging on them, you know. And there's this guy right here. Not banging on them. Not living a great life. Covered in negativity and nonsense, you know. Low frequency for sure. Low frequency for sure. You can feel the low frequency coming out of all those people. We need to change. We need the blockchain party. We need a new political party, the blockchain party. I will run for president for the blockchain party in 2032. And we're going to change this world. I'm telling you right now, one step at a time, we're going to do it. There's no reason why we can't. I've done everything else that I put my mind to. Then why can't I do that? Shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate you all for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You are all amazing individuals. You are blessed. Thank you for being here. Still ripping. STX just banging on them. Stacks, baby. And that has that Bitcoin connection with Bitcoin pumps. Funny. None of y'all, you guys, like, I can't believe nobody hit this tweet up. Did nobody see this tweet? I'm the king of flipping the chart upside down. Don't get it twisted, Tom Crown. Well done, loved it. None of my lifers, guys, I need your support everywhere I go online. Everywhere I go. There's 873 people here. None of my lifers responded to this, tweeted this. Yo, the lifers, man, the tweet behavior by my lifers, like, random people are coming in, but come on, like, let's get it going. Let's get it going, right? So here's one thing I want to ask you. I'll ask it again because I asked it before, but what do you think? Bitcoin to 33K by St. Patty's. Bitcoin to 33K by St. Patty's. Will make it a poll. Yes or no? That's it. Yes or no, baby? Let me know. You have one day to answer this. Bitcoin to 33K by St. Patty's Day. I believe so. But you never know. Anything is possible. I'm open-minded to believe anything is possible. So you never know. You never know. Let's jump back into that chat. Let's find that chat. It must be bumping. Where's everybody from in the chat? Let me know where you're from. Let's do a roll call. I'm Sammy from Boston. Sam, your cousin from Boston. I'm Sam from Boston. Where are you from in the world? Watch this when this starts to rip. UK. We got everything. We got Athens, Georgia. We got Ireland. All right? We got Franklin, Texas, Tennessee. We got New York, El Salvador, Mississippi, Saudi Arabia. 777 Irish Aries. We got Nick from Ocala. We got Big Denver, Philippines, Tennessee, Canada, Romania, Berlin, Germany, California, Chicago, Sao Paulo, Netherlands, Portugal. We got New Brunswick. We got Winnipeg. We got the Philippines, West Virginia, Ottawa, Canada, Chicago, France. We got Wisconsin. We got Masterbull, Bullish, Venezuela, Portugal again, Pakistan, Texas, North VA, Syracuse, Zinventin, Belgium, Sofa, Belgium, Boston, Mass, Mexico City, Kansas City, RIP 77, Virginia Beach, my man, 778. Oh, yeah, we're on 7078. You're funny. Carolinas, Queens, New York, Luxembourg, Mexico, Michigan, Sofia, Bulgaria, Arizona, New York in the house, Surf City, Lebanon, the moon, Babylon, Barbados, Pakistan, New Zealand. Unbelievable. Sofia, Bulgaria, again, my man. Corona, Queens. My man, I know Corona. I used to hang out. Los Angeles. My wife lived in East Elmhurst, Arizona, Brazil, moon, Georgia. Wow, Sarasota, Florida, my man. Shout out to Lenny. We got to get lunch down there. Poland, Georgia, Puerto Vallarta. Oh, wow, you're doing them. In Mexico, Latvia, Germany, Washington State, Brazil, Hungary, Irvine, California, Tulsa, Fort Lauderdale, Sarasota again, the Philippines. Wow, you guys are rolling it. Rolling it. Thank you so much for the love. And let's get back into, we see any super chats. Shout out to all the moderators in the house. Shout out to all the mods in the house. Let me kind of scan back up here as we got the chat banging to the upside. And I don't know how the music starts so awesome and energetic. How do you take a mix from awesome? This isn't not house music. Rafa Sessions? Duckma? Like, this is house music. This is Jones Meadow, you know? Deep House, too. Find similar. Yeah. Deep House only. 122 BPM. Thank you. See Him Dancing by Jones Meadow. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Answer that tweet. Let me know how you feel about cryptocurrency. If you think we're going to get there or not, I'd love to know your feelings. Yeah, Band is awesome. I put Band out to the trading group last night. I like what Band's doing. Band's connected to a lot of Band protocol is used by so many different coins in the game. And we talked about Band last night. It's up since we went over it at the bottom of the channel to the upside. Look at that shoulder, head and shoulder for Band. The daily is pushing to the upside. I like what Band is doing. Again, it could dump to the downside and nothing could happen. But Band, baby, Band. Band, I rode up, I was trading it from $1 to $20 when it did a 20x. This thing is out of control. It could do another 10x back to its high of 20 beans. Band, baby, Band. Inverted head and shoulder on Band. Definitely something to look at. Definitely something to think about. All right. Band on the radar. 121% gains back to 450. And Band's a slow mover, big coin, but once it starts to rumble, it starts to push. When Band moves, you know you're in a more of a bull run. Like, all the little altcoins can move, but when Band and Atom start to move, that's when you know something's brewing. All right. To all my lifers out here, I got to travel today, just so you know. I got to travel today, just so you know. All right. Band protocol, inverted head and shoulder. So I won't be able to be in the charts all day long. My elites, I need y'all to step in for me if you can. Today's a big day for the elites. I'm traveling for about 5 hours. It would be huge if we could get some charts. But if not, do not worry. I am an independent man who believes I can handle it, but I love having the team, man. I don't want to do things alone. It's fun to have a team. I did it alone for years, though. I know I can do it, but it's fun to have a team. Look, Moonwell. Where's it going to go? It's going to pump up to the 200 SMA. Why is that? I don't know, because I don't question these things. It just is what happens. This is likely to close that gap between the yellow line and price action and Moonwell. We talked about it. It already did moon well the last 4 days. Can it continue to moon well? It's above the point of control. You never know. Ethereum name service. That's looking pretty nice. And when that part starts to pump, we have the ENS, the high ENS coins, right? So I'll go to the high coin list here and just take a look at what they're doing. Because we know there's always some money over there if we take a look. They're getting beat up a little bit. High MAYC. Let's take a look at this puppy. And that's Mutant Ape. So that thing got a nice pump to the upside. 38% gains for high MAYC. And it came down here on a wick. Let's just take a look. Sean, you did perfectly. I'm just confused. I just want to make that really clear. You're right. I'm wrong. Just to make it really fast. And it's not really about right or wrong, but I just want to make, you're doing the best every single day. You're nailing it. Yeah, so I was looking at like 211. When was I looking at the price action, though? It's weird I never updated that move, We did put you in this pretty early, though. Look, on 2.9. I didn't put anyone in, but at 2.9, I put it out to the trading group at about, 11 cents? All right, so same. Yeah, it was somewhere right up there when that pump. Kind of flat, really. But then it retraced, and I must have drawn this on the live stream. I think I did these are probably super chats. I liked HICLONEX. I remember putting that out just because it was tight in the channel and the daily had some legs. Still going sideways here for a HICLONEX. Did not get stopped out yet. We could redraw that and just clean it up. And that's it for the show. I'm out for the night. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. I'm just joking. It's just the way that music ends. You're like, bye, 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 bye. I'm out. Good night, everybody. Yeah, like, I want house music that keeps me moving. They keep bringing me this, like, it's killing the stream. It's killing the stream. Yeah, people come for the information, but come on, man. How is that a 128? I need energy. I guess it's dreamily relaxing. I don't want that. I want epic and restless, maybe. It's all right. I don't know about restless though. Running is cool. That's what. See, this is what I want. This is the music I really like. Yeah. I just want something that flows in the background and keeps the energy moving. Sounds good with the voice too, like you know. Does what it does. So a lot of these coins taking hits, not, you know, that's retracing. See, look, that didn't hit the stop loss yet. It's still open-minded. It's got this trend line. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here for IBAYC. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for that roll call. Seeing all those people from around the world really blows my mind. Being like, wow, all those beautiful people all the way from around the world sharing that love with the lifer. It's truly unbelievable, right? It's like, and it all started with just a kid in a dream sitting in my desk at work. Next thing you know, we came together and formed Voltron, right? Now we have 800, 900 traders dang near taking over the world. And people are proud to become lifers. People are proud to be associated with the lifer brand. It's the classiest brand in the game. It's the cleanest, most well-dressed brand in the game, baby. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Thank you for being here. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I mean, this thing could get busy. That 4-hour time frame wants to blast. Things are looking pretty nice. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing got blasted to the upside. Again, though, they've been funky. They've been falling out of patterns. They've been getting stopped out. They've been in and out a little bit. So they've been harder to trade than they were 2-3 weeks ago. But once they get on a surge again, they'll start pumping again. I would definitely watch this on the 4-hour time frame. And it doesn't mean you have to open up a trade. That's the thing. I don't open trades up just because I'm looking at something nice. You know what I mean? I observe it, and then I take the one that the observation is the best, you know? And we got testimonials coming in. So many testimonials, man. Unbelievable. Look at this. Sam, I love you, man. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of something bigger. I was living in a world trapped for a long time, my brother. A world full of hurt people who never knew how beautiful life is without drugs. I was the person who made my life lonely, and this group brought me the ability to reach out for help feasible. You're such a great mentor, and everything that you have created has saved my life. I always believed I did not have a purpose, but then with your live streams, I discovered trading crypto, and I learned everything I know about trading. When I joined this ecosystem with so many great people and excellent traders, I discovered my dream. The dream to be the first person in my family that makes a living trading. Your energy and faith encouraged me to get closer with God again. I made my first year clean with your help and would celebrate my first birthday clean in a decade in 2 days. And I realized how much this group you would mean to me. Peace and love to you and yours. Bless you. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for showing up every single day and changing your life. Hey, it's a struggle. Every single day we have to go at it. It's a struggle every single day, man. But your words hit me so deep in my heart. It make me come back every single day. God bless you. Not this song. Not this song. Can't take the emotions right now. I don't want to be emotional right now. God bless you, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Like, you have no idea what you just did for me. For the rest of my day, I'm going to feel unbelievable. Like, for the rest of my day, like, I'm going to feel like I have a purpose. Like, I changed your life for the better. I'm going to show up every single day because of that. People say, why would you take a day off if you were changing people's lives? If your job was changing others' lives for the better, why would you take a day off? If you know tomorrow there's someone else you could help, if you know tomorrow there's another day you can make a change, why would you take a day off? So when everyone tells me to take a day off, which I know, I mean, smart thing to do. Like my mom said, hey, you might need a day here and there. I get it. It was in my best well-being. But like, I change people's lives every day. I stay inspired, and I could die tomorrow. I don't know when I'll get the chance to do this again. One person can change the world, man. Shout out to Jimbo66. Who's cutting onions in here? Who's cutting onions in here? Someone's cutting onions in here. I'm not crying. Someone's cutting onions in this spot. I gave you Zen. We were talking about Zen here. We went over it together. Thing popped up 48%. Came back for another pump up. Someone wants to know about Zen. All right. You know, I'm going to get rid of what I looked at now to try to find a new perspective. That's what I do. I delete all my old work. I used to be like, oh no, I used to work so hard I couldn't delete my old work. But then I got better at recreating my work. So look, Zen did the same thing. It did the pump to the 200 SMA. So all I do is find coins that haven't pumped to the 200 SMA, and I throw $500 in them, wait for them to pump, take the money. Wait for them to pump, take the money. Slowly turn $500 into 10 grand. Very simply, just by waiting for coins to pump to the 200 SMA. It's so simple. Like, it's a simple way to live. A simple way to pay the bills. You know? And we won't be able to do it forever, because once we get above the 200 SMA, things change. This is a little pocket in time where you get to nail these over and over again. I'm trying to teach my students this. Take advantage of this moment. For this next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, we got so many awesome little gems here to keep us moving. Thank you for that awesome testimonial that you've changed my life forever for that. That testimonial changed my life. Seemed like we peaked at 850 viewers today, but shout out to the 800 beautiful souls, 785 people still on the live. God bless you. Now you send in super chats, TAs, and deep dives and anything you want. Stuck with you here, Sam, because you're genuine and you put yourself out there. Much love to you and all of the lifers. Shout out to Crypto Clown World in the house. Climax of the Soul to help others. Shout out to Lakochi Coker. We love you too, fam. Shout out to Lifer fam in the house. God bless you always, Sammy. Thank you. God bless you too as well, my man. It's going to be a glorious year and a glorious life. Amen. Lifer is in tune. Shout out to Just Thomas. Move Sam's balls. He needs lunch money during travel. Shout out to Matt Stevens, man. God bless you, brother. I need to buy a lobster roll for $25, and I need to buy a clam chowder. That's a $30 lunch. I'm messing. I love you all. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate each and every one of you. So now, look, the bounce off the 200 tends to be the push. So someone's asking about Zen because they know. So look, this is our flag. This is a cup and handle for sure. It's a shallow cup and handle, but it's a cup and handle nonetheless. Shallow, elongated cup, right? This song's got me moving. Finally, we got a jam that got me happy. This is a song that keeps you going. This is a song that I like. This is what I live for. Days like today, baby. Days like today. I got a skylight right above me. I can see the clouds going over my head. I mean, to see the clouds while I'm live streaming, I don't get that at the house, at my other house. I'm going to have to put babe, I need a skylight at my next house. I got to be able to see the sky like this. This is unbelievable. I can see the sun. I can see trees to tips of the trees. I mean, you guys want to see my view? Look at my view. I'll post it to the, oh, my phone's dead. Dang it. BB, are you here? If she was, she won't say it. I'm always asking my wife, can you take a picture? Man. MATIC, RUNE, and Phantom. So look, Zen pumping up. But look, the 4 hours a little overbought here. Telling me to be cautious. Telling me to wait it out. So look, let's flag it out. So what we want, you broke out of the falling wedge. That's clear as day. You got above this point of control, the red line here. It's also a good sign for Horizon. Zen, Horizon. Stay in the Zen mode. All right? Get your chi aligned, baby, and stay in Zen mode every single day of your life. How can I do this show every single day feeling good, feeling happy? Because I'm in Zen, baby. I'm in Zen. I'm aligned. I'm in the zone. And I do everything I can to keep the frequency aligned. Not one sip of alcohol will take away the frequency. You will not be in the zone anymore. There's hyper alerted states in life that you can achieve and you can stay in for long periods of time. No, this is serious. This comes from meditation. This comes from self-preservation, pushing yourself to the limit, raising your frequency to the highest level you can, and continuously using that evolution to keep the vibration going like a machine. Right? And that's why one day leads to the next, and one day leads to the next. And that's why you progress from what you did yesterday. You pick up from where you left off. You go to sleep with the feeling that you went to bed with. You wake up with the feeling you went to sleep with. It becomes a chain of events that you continuously cross over and again. And I'm telling you, God has something to do with it. Your frequency has something to do with connecting to others. Like right now, I read that testimonial. That testimonial is going to make me feel good for the rest of the day. Someone told me that they're clean for a year. They celebrated a clean birthday. They're learning how to trade. They have hope. They feel better, and they have so many positive things to think about. That dude was, in a dark place when he first came into our group. Sometimes you would feel lost. Like now he's talking differently. He's using positive vibration. Like I see a change in him already from his ability to write the testimonial is a change in him. Wasn't even able to write a testimonial like that because he wasn't in such a good spot. People come to my trading group and they change their lives spiritually, emotionally, trading-wise. Because if you're trading and you learn trading from a regular trading group, that's fine. I get it. You're going to learn the information, but if they don't get into who you are, if they don't try to fix a lot of the pain that you have in your past, if you're beating yourself up and telling yourself you don't deserve a win, then you're probably not going to take profits like you should. Your past experiences are going to affect all the behaviors you have trading. I'm going to help you sort that out. This is more than just a trading group. This is a family, a learning experience, an evolutionary group. This is something way different than anything you've ever seen online. Come today and change your life. Raise your frequency. Come with me. Ride with me. You're going to have a blast. I'm telling you right now. Now, I do charge $99. I'm like, if it's so great, why isn't it free? Because when I did lower the price, I got a lot of riffraff in there and people that weren't serious. And I talk about the Rod and Gun Club here where I live. People pay the $200 a month to be in it and then an initiation fee. Why? Because they know that the other people they're going to meet have a little more, basically become successful and have some more chips in their pocket. They've paid. And again, it's not about being elite and better than everybody. You can mix and mingle with anyone you want throughout life. But if you're going to spend your time at a club and spend your time to kind of nurture your well-being, wouldn't you want to be around other people that you believe could better nurture your well-being? The 99 keeps the group clean. The 99 keeps it pristine. And it keeps you committed every single day. Because if you pay 99, you better get that education. You better take it seriously. You better go all the way. Shout out to everybody here on the live. May God bless each and every one of you. So look, let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame on the stochastics. And it's overbought, just like the 4 hour time frame. So what we want here is some type of flag. Now, it may even make a falling wedge. And look, even this would be a cup and a handle. You got a little golden cross there or a bounce off the 50 and the 200. That's a good sign. All right. Grant Cardone charges 5 figures a ticket to his meetings. I know. Just talk to him for an hour is 15 grand. But you know how much money you'll make after you listen to that dude for 1 hour? Like, he was going to give you, like, special sauce. You know what I mean? And an ecosystem of love and communication. Surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you. I come for the energy, and the information provided has really been assisting me in learning and applying these TAs to my paper trading. Dude, the fact that you said paper trading means you're going to be able to figure it out before you use money. Smart man. Wish I did that, but I had to lose a bunch of money first. Initiation to get jumped into the group. You're funny. Drops golden nuggets. Can we transfer money through crypto internationally? Of course you can. What are you talking about? Crypto doesn't have international transfers. It just goes. Shout out to Tommy Bro. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Emptying that 30 clip. You're funny, man. 30 clip. That's crazy. Brrr. So we're going to watch a flag here on Zen before it can pump again. It's got to have to touch the 21-day moving average. You're looking for this white line to come up and touch price action. Price action revisits the 21-day moving average for a move to the upside. Let's take a look at MATIC. USDT. MATIC. USDT here on Polygon. Polygon MATIC. So Polygon pumped all the way up to a high of about 160. 156. We had it in this flag. We nailed it. How did I know that's where it was going to go? Well, that was just the length of the last pull. And so we took the length of the pull in the 15-minute. Suggested that MATIC would get out of this pull to the upside. Now we got a breakout, came all the way back down, and then pumped back up to the upside. So they looked through the range to try to get all the leverage traders out first. Then they shredded the price to the upside. Kind of what they do. But we were all over MATIC. I hold bags of MATIC. MATIC made me like $7,000 last week. It's amazing. Shout out to MATIC pumping to the upside. It's been an amazing few weeks of trading. Portfolios have been blasting to the upside. Money has been flowing in. It's been amazing. It's felt euphoric. It's been like but that's why it's a good time to take some profits, to pay attention. That brings me to the Fear and Greed Index. We'll take a look at that as well. MATIC in a flag. And the 1 hour's resetting, and you're looking pretty. You're looking pretty. You're looking pretty. You're sitting pretty. MATIC sitting pretty, baby. MATIC sitting pretty. So look, we had MATIC in this idea. We knew this was the major resistance to get above. You got above it. In my mind, I mean, as long as, and you had this kind of idea here. And so MATIC broke the resistance. All right. Right here and right here. MATIC got out. Look, bounce. MATIC broke out. So look at this. The daily is a little oversold. I mean, overbought after the huge pump it got, right? Makes sense. So what we're looking for is a pullback for MATIC. Pullback may not be, the daily suggests that we may have to come all the way back down to 132. Would be a really good place to place a limit order in my humble opinion. See if I can get lucky. Just to, I'm all MATIC'd out. I got my MATIC bags. It could be a good place to kind of load up real quick for MATIC, because it would come, make the bounce, do something there, and then boom. Shout out to Sisman Giek for the PLN $10. Please check FET. We'll take a look at FET. Thank you for the love. Shout out to the 1133, baby, on the live stream. 1133. Show number 778 on the live. 755 people on the live. 525 likes. Algo is about to take off. Shout out to Gary G on the house. Rune, Phantom, FET, and Algo. 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 Let's take a look at the 4 hour. And you know what's the beauty of life is? Nobody is you. Like, nobody is Sam Price like me. Nobody's you. So if you started a YouTube channel and you were just yourself and nobody else, people would love it. You know why? Because they couldn't get it anywhere else. People like scarcity, right? Well, you're the scarcest thing in the world because there's nobody like you. Remember that. Your personality, your uniqueness is your ability to sell scarcity, because your uniqueness is scarce. There's nobody else like you in the world, baby. You could try to be like as many people as you want, but even you trying to be like someone will not be them. It'll be you trying to be them, which will not be them. It'll be you. So, as funny as that all was right now, right? Now, so the daily could actually get, what we call pinned, meaning it might stay up here for a while and get a massive pump. It depends on the FOMO that we see. We look at the 4 hour time frame and it's resetting in a flag. It tells me to take a shot. MATIC's been so hot recently, and people that miss out on MATIC, they kind of FOMO for MATIC like they do for Bitcoin in a way. Also, didn't it just get some big connection? We found out that Goldman Sachs has like a giant position in Polygon, right? Goldman Sachs and Polygon, correlation between Polygon and Goldman Sachs, right? I didn't know we were dancing. This is the music you play when you're roller skating, or like, right? Like, come on. It's so ridiculous. So, I mean, MATIC could dump to the downside. I've seen these play as shoulder, head, and shoulders, even though that's a high right shoulder. It is 3 peaks. However, previous resistance becomes new support, and you're oversold in the Stokes. All right? You're getting a little far away, but this bunching says we could get a move. MATIC's interesting to me at a 3.62 risk-reward ratio, risk 8% to gate 31. And MATIC 3L may play out too as well. I would watch MATIC for a move. 1 hour in the 4 hour. Let's take a look at our 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour's coming on down. 4 hours ready to rock. If the 15-minute was low and curving, yeah, I mean that's got me hot and heavy right now. What do you think about that, baby? So MATIC looks good to me. 31.5% gains, 8%. Ma, what do you think of MATIC?
I love it.
Would you trade MATIC?
Yeah, I trade.
You go all in, right?
Yeah, I'm all in.
She's in. My mom's all in. Highlifer, what about Bitcoin? We already went over Bitcoin in depth. We're going to look at it before I jump out of here for the day. If you want to know about Bitcoin, go to the beginning of the live and check out where I did my Bitcoin update in depth. I also did a Bitcoin update on the dollar index, ES1, and a lot more. So it'll kind of give you a whole idea of what I see happening. I've been up since 7 in the morning pumping charts out in the trading group. Once it hits 12 o'clock, I've already been working for 6 to 5 hours. Take a couple breaks, keep pumping, and I put in at least 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours, sometimes 14, 16. I've done 18s every single day here in my trading group with each and every one of you. So, MATIC in a flag, oversold on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame, right? Trading is just like driving a car. If you don't understand how to read the lights or the signs, you're going to smash it up. You're not going to know where to go. You got to know how to trade with the good traders. You got to know what's going on. You got to understand support and resistance. Possible SR flip on support, right? Which I try to clarify here. Shout out to the beautiful super chats. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you all for being here. The daily is overbought. It has me a little worried. Not worried. I don't get worried. I actually, the other day I said never use that word because worry doesn't exist. What does worry mean? It means we're not going to take care of something and we want to think about it. Worry is an irresponsible thing. I actually wrote it to myself the other day in this diary. I said, I will never worry again. Worry is letting fake emotions act real and then feeding into them. Can you change the situation? Yes, then you can't worry about it. Can you not change the situation? No, then you can't worry about it. So either you can do something about the situation, and if you can then do the first two things that you can, or plan to do the first things that you can and put them aside. You can't worry about it, right? And if you can't change the situation, then you can't worry about it either. Now, this could dump easily to the downside, but only 8%. And remember, the bigger time frames are overbought. It adds high risk to the trade. But possible SR flip. Oh, one more time here. See, look, every little thing I do is conscious. I am thinking about the person here that's going to watch this and didn't get to see the live stream. If you don't know what an SR flip, ask someone in the trading group. So if you see this and you're new and you say, I don't understand, what is he saying, SR flip? Then ask someone in the trading group, all right? But all this is conscious. Like the reason I'm putting this out, this is a teaching. Every trade that you put out is a teaching moment, all right? Every trade you put out is a teaching moment. I truly believe that because you're conveying an idea that's this is conveying years of knowledge that I've put together. Because I wouldn't post this if the probability didn't convey that it was going to move, right? And how do I know the probability is going to convey that it's going to move? Because I've been doing it for a long time. So my years and years and years of watching the charts are the reason why I post any chart at all. I either post a chart because of my years and years of experience or telling me, hey, highly likely, or I don't post a chart. You know what I mean? God's Unchained is on my radar. I believe this is going to make a move too. And I'm going to show you why. You got a high volume node here. You're in a falling wedge. All right? You have supreme resistance that we hit right here multiple times. We even came above it a little bit. Look at that. Resistance. I just had a memory from when I was 11 years old and I stayed at a hotel in Canada. Dude, I'm sitting here on the live and I just had a memory from when I was 11 years old when I stayed in a hotel in Canada. I can't get into it, but it's a crazy memory. So weird that, like, why would I have that memory right now? You always wonder, like, when does the mind just dig up random ideas and thoughts? So look, you're on major support. It's an ascending, people call this a scallop. I call them ascending cup and handles. All right. Look at this. The bigger picture is a giant ascending triangle. We're hitting off the top of it. If we do break to the downside, we at least have this next channel to jump off of here. And we have a point of control right there too. But God's Unchained on the 4-hour time frame looks like a meal ready to be eaten. You see how aggressive the Stokes are turning up? When I see aggressive Stokes like that, I get excited. So this is also a possible support and resistance flip. I have to guide you on that. God's Unchained. I'd be watching Gods very, very closely. I don't own any Gods Unchained, but it's a good metaverse coin. It was known to us. We used to trade it back in the day all the time. Stop loss is too deep. You gotta have to swing it somewhere in here. Could get stopped out of this. It's a little more risky than I'd want it to be. But that's support and resistance. Like, I'm trading nothing else really but SR flipping, and they're just adding some momentum indicators to the side. But to me, I'm just trading support and resistance. It's that simple to me. And it should be that simple to you once you get situated and associated and get it going. All right? And no eat, no pay, baby. No eat, no pay. No eat, no pay. Let's go. 11:42 in the morning. How did we get here, baby? Looking out at the sun. Clouds are moving by. I just can't. I'm watching the clouds move by. I'm on an island right now. I'm sitting on an island. Island time, baby. Island time. You got to hear this music. No? All right. Everyone wants to like end the show. I'm like, the show goes on though. Like, and after this, I have to pack up my studio. I only have my iPad. So you got to bear with me. I need the elites to kind of step up today. If you're out there, my elites, I will be traveling today. 4 hours, possible support and resistance flip for Gods Unchained. Okay. RUNE, Phantom, FET, and AR. Let's take a look at RUNE. Thorchain. All right, I see what I'm doing here. Okay, RUNE, Thorchain. Let's take a look at it. Just got above the 200 SMA on the daily. That's usually a pretty good sign. Two little support zones, and then this SR flip kind of here. Bit of a cup and handle. Daily pointing to the upside. MACD about to turn. This thing's about to get busy, right? I mean, look at that. I'll even bring that up. It's got cup and handle vibes, right? I wouldn't be surprised if this thing blasted. Just keep it above the 200 SMA. That's all that matters. If it stays above the 200 SMA, and look, it's got a point of control, thing's gone. And then look, it has a gap in the VRVP. Easily get up to this next resistance point. I mean, this thing is just butters. I used to do this before. I knew less, and I used to make the same moves. Now I see even more confirmation of why these things play out. See, like, as I'm older now, I see even more reasons why these trades played out in the first place. You know what I mean? Hey, babe. It's just been a crazy day. A lot of stuff to do. Yeah, so I'll probably be live for another 10 minutes. I have 3 more super chats that I gotta get through. So don't look at me. Don't ask me to leave. Don't. No, you won't. Let's have a nice little mom and pop argument here on the show. Why don't you come over here, and I'll give you a nice little kissy kiss. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Look, Golden Cross about to happen here. I think this is highly likely to move. Highly likely to move. Stop loss somewhere below this resistance area. And again, you could get stopped out at any 5 seconds in time. Anything could happen to this. It could dump to the downside and get rug pulled. You never know. It's highly unlikely. I know the coin. I know RUNE. Thorchain's part of a bigger idea. I don't see it going anywhere. But you never know. This actually could become one of the bigger chains later on in life. A lot of people have a lot of faith in this. Sammy Cup and Handy on RUNE. Possibly 55% gains. Above the 200 SMA. We want to get above the POC, right? And boom. That point of control is the entry for gains. It's where the gains get entered and begin to blast. All right, if you're not able to watch the live stream, we're still able to pump these out for you just so you don't miss what we're talking about on the live. Let's talk about FET and Phantom. FET and Phantom both on my radar too as well. Let's take a look at Phantom here on KuCoin. Phantom seems to be kind of juicing up. 51 cents, can you believe that? Look, it got the golden cross. RUNE's right there. RUNE has the cup and handle, and RUNE's making that little handle here after the golden cross. Look what happened to Phantom after that, right? So remember, people asked me what do I like about Phantom. I said I wouldn't touch it till it kind of cools off, and I didn't touch it till it cooled off on the daily time frame. And look, it broke out here, but you can see it kind of double topped so far. Let's take a look at the daily, the 4-hour time frame. Okay, interesting. I like what I'm seeing here. So I'm going to get rid of the moving averages for a split second to clear my mind. Oh, I have them on twice recently. All right, let's take a look here. You got a shoulder, you got a head, you got a right shoulder. Seen that play out many times, and the 4-hour wants to bang, and you're holding the zone here. Phantom's been hot. DeFi's been hot, and Phantom's like a big winner in the DeFi space. Spooky Swap's probably already got some action going on right now. I'm telling you right now, people are probably 10xing little tiny coins in the Phantom ecosystem that nobody even knows about. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if this made bacon on the beach. Let's bring out the support of resistance. The daily's oversold. The 22 is pointing down. It could get flipped. The 1 hour is pointing down. It could get flipped. I mean, the 4 hours where you want it, and it's one of the most strongest time frames kind of in its zones. Aggressive entry would be right now. Very aggressive entry would be right now. But that could be massive gains for Phantom to the upside here. Only risking about 17% to gain 90. Wow, and if you're extra scared, you can go even lower here, depending on, again, stop losses or something. Like I put out here what I'm thinking just to see the risk-reward ratio, but you got to figure out your stop loss too as well. 20% to gain 90% for Phantom, 4-hour time frame. It's just looking nice to me. And remember, the total market cap's in a good spot. I kept going over, this is the time here to make massive gains in these altcoins. Then there'll be some pullbacks, and there won't be time, so you got to take advantage of these times. Phantom looking really nice to me. Unbelievable. Phantom looking very, very nice. You know what I mean? And a bunch of reasons why, like above the POC, right? That red line there, getting tighter. Right, it's getting tighter in the channel. This is one of my favorite tracks. I like this track for whatever reason. Falling wedge. It's in a cup and handle inside the falling wedge. You know what I mean? Like, this thing just has bacon on the beach written all over it. I don't even eat bacon. I don't eat pork. I eat beef bacon. So it's beef bacon on the beach. Funny how much I say bacon, but I'm not even a pork guy. You know what I mean? Funny, though. But you never know. Homer Simpson used to say, just like bacon on the beach. And that got me going. Tweedly-dee-dum-dee-doo. Tweedly-dee-dum-dee-doo. Ned Flanders. Remember that? It's so funny, man. Twiddly-dee. All right, so there's Phantom. Let's get back into the Super Chats. I'm usually better about the Super Chats. Apologize today. Just went over a lot of coins. Let's take a look at FET. I remember I had a neighbor like Ned. Love my bacon, extra crispy, baby. Okay, I'll remember that. Fetch AI has the Tether coin, but look, it just came out, so we're not going to be able to trade it, or we're going to have to use other charts to trade it. You kind of I would keep trading the FET BTC pair and just moving my funds over from Bitcoin to USD for one more trade until this gets ready to move. So me personally, you do whatever makes you happy, but that's how I would take this. So I'm watching this for its entry. It's getting closer and closer. I've been so patient waiting on these AI coins. I got my fib drawn. We're coming all the way to the 786 Fibonacci retracement through the golden pocket. It's a very interesting idea here for FET BTC. It's got a very long pole as well. And I wanted to get out of here at 11:30. I thought I would. Just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. Just wasn't going to happen. Actually, when I really take this from impulse to there, look, it's more like a 706. Look at that. And if I actually go from this low impulse, my measurement was off. We're in the golden pocket, everybody. Look at that. Please forgive my dear Aunt Sally. Post, outer, inner, last, right? You remember that? First, outer, inner, last. Foil. Why do we say, please forgive my dear Aunt Sally? Where did that come from? I'm getting crazy, weird memories today. Thank you for staying, Bob Lifer. You're a greatly appreciated AGIX. IMX, let's go. Kevin Baker, Ned Flanders, baby. Jimbo, that's the ticket. Profits locked all the way up, baby. Super chats closed. Thank you. Shout out to Lifer friend in the house. AR. So Fat BTC in the golden pocket, resetting on the 4-hour time frame. I mean, holding a zone, but it could dump even more. You never know. We're kind of some indecision for these AI coins. These VCs may want to drag us a little lower because they didn't get enough. You know what I mean? But if I see something on a golden pocket and I don't tell you, how dare I? How dare I? You know what I mean? How dare I? And last thing is AR for my man Lifer friend. Thank you. Let's take a look at AR. And then I'm out of here for the day. What a live stream. There's always some anxiety for me before the live, of course, you know. Is the live stream going to go well? Is Bitcoin going to dump during the live? You know, how does last night's call going to look on this live stream? What coins are we going to go over? What are we going to talk about, right? Is the computer going to hold up? Did I have everything plugged in right? Am I going to mess up the mic? You know what I mean? I'm not worried about it all. I don't worry about it, but there's just a lot to think about when you live stream every single day of your life, you know? Is the internet going to work at the location I'm at? You know, are you going to even have internet, right? Is your wife going to be happy with you when you wake up in the morning? These are just so many concepts and questions that go through your mind, you know? So I like what Airreef's doing. It's been hot recently. I believe it's about to go parabolic based on what I'm looking at. Let's take a look at the 22 in the daily. Honestly, it has really good sentiment too on token metrics. They've been talking about it. We went over it on token metrics as well. Our token metrics data comes out today, everybody. New token metrics data comes out today. We post it into the trading group. I pay for token metrics every single month. I have a yearly subscription. And, you know, it's just nice to know. I mean, I look at all my own coins and find my own stuff, but it's nice to know. AR does look like it's going to make a bit of a move here. 33.33% for AR. And AR gets the stamp of approval from the Lifer, from the Gains factory. They call me Mr. Gains because I make a gain. They call me the Gains factory. Thank you for positive mojo and knowledge. You have been a game changer for me. Thank you. Shout out to Ed McCracken. Shout out to my Irish people in the house. Shout out to my people from all over the world. Madagascar, Cambodian. I don't care what you are, where you are. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And remember, live in love. Love is the strongest frequency you can have in your life. So let's take a look at the total market cap. Last night we talked about it being inside of this channel. All right. It's still in the channel. Nothing has really changed. I'm just going to reassess the bottom angle, and you're in an ascending triangle moving up, kind of a rising wedge. It's like an ascending triangle, rising wedge vibe. It's got, you know, it's got some vibes. Yeah, ascending triangle. I'm going to give it to it. All right. Hit the target out of the falling wedge. 4 hours still has momentum. No reason why I don't think this can't get up to that $1.25 trillion level. Our bearish tone. Let's see if we're bullish or bearish here. I'm just moving this over. was that I got rid of? Oh, yeah. Okay, so look. I'll move this up. So, I mean, still in ascending triangle, you made a higher high. In the trend. High, low, higher high. Just got to make a higher low, in my humble opinion. You know what? And it looks like you could retest this area. Might fall. It looks like we did, though. We came and retested. We came back up. So we retested this area already. Highly likely we continue to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for the total market cap. Just in the 4-hour total market cap alone, says we do go up to $1.25 trillion. So I like what I'm seeing here on the total market cap for Bitcoin. And as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, we're good. We got tight moving averages. Looking pretty good to me. Daily still has legs. It says we can get that last push up. We would have to pin that 22. And the 1 hour needs to cool off. So the 1 hour needs to cool off. Looks like it may. And at the same time, we just want to make sure we don't lose this trend line tonight, right? I'll get rid of this. I don't need this no more. That was the measured move we basically hit. So ascending triangles can break to the downside. Remember that. And they usually break down here to the base. So you want to see that the 1 hour resets lightly and we continue to pump here. Again, we're all watching this 15-minute. That looks like it's going to take an aggressive move to the upside. And this is what I'm talking about. Bitcoin hasn't changed. Bitcoin's just sitting and waiting. And remember, the dollar index wants to dump today too, which is going to help the total market cap of the cryptocurrency index. So we should get a push up based on that dollar dumping and Bitcoin pumping. We'll take a look at Bitcoin one more time. That temporary target or that short-term local target would take us to $1.12 trillion. Let's take a look at BTC here on Binance one last time before I jump on out of here. Here's my last idea before I jump out. So, since I've been here, the price has dipped out. False move Monday. It was supposed to do something silly. It did. It dipped out of the pattern to the downside. All right. Makes 100% sense. It's false move Monday. But you know what it does? It's false moves, but it keeps the pattern. So now the pattern is still intact. We're back inside the pattern. So we went out. Anyone that thought we could break out, they tried to get first. We come back inside. 50 minutes still oversold. We're still back inside this trend line. Still tells me that the target is still in play. I'm the king of the broken pattern, or once you leave a pattern and you come back in, no worries. So I like what I'm seeing here in this ascending triangle. As long as we stay above this trend line and we stay back inside here, we can make bacon on the beach. Let's see. 7-minute reset and got back inside the pattern. This is very, very interesting to me. Very interesting. So right now, the 7 and the 15, both giving signs of life. Kind of right where we were at the beginning of the show without that quick. And while we're going to alts, Bitcoin had a little bit of a trip. Now, what we would love is if Bitcoin just kind of goes up and down and sideways. Bitcoin goes sideways for the next 2-3 days. You're going to see altcoins just absolutely erupt. So just remember that. Just remember that. So look, here we go. More liquidity to the upside than to the downside, and we got the 50-minute and the 7. It tells me that Bitcoin is going to the upside. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you for the 800, 900 beautiful people that came on in. I got to wrap this up. I'm going to you're going to show me, next thing you're going to see is a time lapse of me actually working my butt off, putting my wires away, putting my stuff away, and cleaning up my studio that I take anywhere I go around the world to keep you going every single day. Shout out to everybody here. The work ethic is real. If I can, you can. I do it to inspire you. I do it to inspire you. There's really no other reason. May God bless you all. Thank you so much. Live in love. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. That's it. There's nothing else.